What's up, guys? It's your boy Ruben. New week, new video. A little later than usual this week, so I apologize for that. But definitely be on the lookout for today and video next week covering this past weekend, this weekend's game. So I just want to talk about last week. Jags fans, you know what it is. We took an L to the Colts. We were down actually big early, but the defense managed to, start to reel some stuff in, and the offense just couldn't really seal the deal. I was definitely really paying attention towards the end of the game. We had Trevor Lawrence had two opportunities to kind of drive down with the opportunity to possibly win the game, or at least come away with points. We didn't either. So that was definitely disheartening. Same story. The offense is an issue. Blocking for the offense for Trevor Lawrence is an issue. As a result, we can't take advantage of any downfield shots. Our game has to be really conservative, has to be, 5-10 yards, because Trevor Lawrence has to get rid of the ball because he doesn't have time to allow receivers to get downfield. We lost our big play threat in DJ Chark. He was the only real deep threat. Marvin Jones can run, but he's not what I would consider a burner. So, our receivers are the kind of receivers that take time to get downfield. It's an issue. So now teams know they got to play us basically 15 yards down as opposed to worrying about going over the head, and it limits you offensively. Darrell Bevell's play calling is, an issue. But we knew this going in, guys. It's going to be a long season offensively. What I am encouraged by is that we're improving defensively. But more, coaching issues. We allowed a punt block, penalties, and we got a lot of things that we got to clean up, hopefully, going into next year. A lot of questions. We need an offensive lineman, but where are we going to get them? Do you draft them? And I hate to be that early in the draft drafting an offensive lineman, but it might be a necessity. And the reason I'd hate to be that early in the draft drafting an offensive lineman is because there's some elite defensive talent that are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're kind of right now wedged in that 3-4 area. And, it's going to suck to see Kayvon Thibodeau, quarterback, and the safety Kyle Hamilton, who's 6'4", I think. He looks like he's going to be a big time safety. Derek Stingley is a favorite of mine, although I do wonder about his mental headspace. I kind of feel like he's kind of checked out on LSU, which kind of I worry about, just kind of a diva attitude. After, you could call it PTSD from dealing with Jalen Ramsey, Yannick, Telvin Smith, those kind of guys. So I worry about that. But Kyle Hamilton went to Notre Dame. Those are typically good character guys. It's not like we can't use a safety, especially if he's elite. So there's that. And Kayvon Thibodeau, when we won that game against the Dolphins, while I was happy about it, and not the Dolphins, the Bills, I was, definitely encouraged by it. But I was thinking, well, there goes Kayvon Thibodeau, because if we're able to pair Kayvon Thibodeau with Josh Allen, there's the pass rush we've been looking for. We're set for the next decade at pass rusher. So there's that. Without that, we got to keep relying on Kayvon Chason or Chason. You know what his name is. Excuse me. So Calebon Chason. Excuse me, guys. And that's not bad, but I've never loved Calebon Chason. I was just hoping he'd at least be average. And I'm not really seeing average right now. So technically, there's people writing him off as a bust, but we knew he was a little bit of a developmental project. So that's just my early thoughts on the Jags. Keep watching for development, which is hard to really judge development, especially when you think you're going to see a lot of changes next year. Then you also have to consider what kind of moves do we need to make, because, we need offensive alignment, but we messed up franchise tagging Cam Robinson. I've said this before. I don't think he's a franchise left tackle. I don't think anybody was going to pay him that money. I really feel like there wasn't going to be like this big bidding war for Cam Robinson. So it was really a headache that we franchise tagged him, because now in order to re-sign him, he's going to want big money. And I think they're going to be forced to either franchise him again, which again, I don't think he's worth that money, or they're going to have to pay him more than he's worth. And he's just not worth it as a left tackle. He's part of the problem as far as allowing pressure to get to Trevor Lawrence. Good run defender. I've always thought if we can get a real left tackle, which some people think Walker Little is, but I don't have high hopes for that, and we can kick him into one of the guard spots and then maybe get another guard, that it would help the line a lot because I've always thought he'd be a better guard. But we'll see what happens. Cowboys is not much to talk about. You saw what we did to the Falcons. You saw what the Pats did to the Falcons. There's not really much to read from that game other than I was just happy to see the Cowboys out for blood and they went ahead and got it. I just hope this isn't another situation where it allows them to kind of get in their head thinking that they're better than they are, that they can just show up and yada, 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 because I really don't want to get humbled by the Chiefs. This is a big game this week coming up for the Cowboys. I want to see the same intensity, the same bring it to them that I saw against the Falcons applied to the Chiefs here. The Chiefs don't have a great defense. I expect fireworks, and that's that. So I can't wait to post a video to see, let you guys know what I saw. It sucks that we're not going to have Randy Gregory for that game or DeMarcus Lawrence. Hopefully we're getting, Tyron Smith back, and that's going to go a long way with at least we can match point for point and hope we get the ball last and, end up with that victory. Other things that are going on, I mean, like I said, New England, 25-0 Falcons. All of a sudden, New England's in that playoff hunt. They're actually contending for the division title with the Bills because the Bills took some bad losses. So that's an interesting situation. Remember, Mac Jones was rumored to go to the 49ers, and now there's all this hoopla that the 49ers should have got Mac Jones. I disagree with that statement, and the reason for it is because, to be honest with you, I didn't understand the move to number 3 at all, to be honest with you, because they could have got Mac Jones later in the draft. I didn't think Trey Lance or Mac Jones was worthy of the number 3 spot. That's just me personally. So, wow. I'm not ready to say that Trey Lance is a bust. Like some people are already trying to say that Trey Lance was a mistake. They should have went Mac Jones. That's fine. But I just don't think they needed to go to number 3 to get one of those quarterbacks. They wanted Trey Lance. They got him. Let the kid develop, guys. But Mac Jones, while I liked him, I just didn't think he was going to go in the top 3. I didn't think it makes sense for him to go in the top 3. They should have probably stayed pat. No pun intended. And got Mac Jones. I thought he would have fit what they like to do in terms of, Kyle Shanahan's a West Coast guy, run the ball. And now the Pats are reaping the benefits of that. Now, there's some questions on if he can even get the ball downfield. Yesterday, he tried, threw a pick. All his throws are 10 yards and under. They're managing him pretty well. But he's a rookie. I think he's going to be fine. I just have questions about Trey Lance. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that situation. What else is going on in the NFL? Tennessee keeps busting out wins. I'm not sure how vital that's going to be for us, considering that we're not making the playoffs, guys. So just keep that in mind. And then Baltimore took a bad loss to Miami. That AFC North division is up for grabs. I mean, unfortunately, it might be the Steelers by default. And I say unfortunately because I previously had the Steelers not making it because I thought the Browns and the Ravens would be a lot better, but injuries have decimated those teams. So there's that. But they're not out yet. Ben Roethlisberger, COVID list. They tied with the Lions. That could potentially end up being a situation later in the year. If Baltimore and the Browns handle their business when they play Pittsburgh, it's going to make for a fun ride at the end of the season. That's all I got for now, guys. Hit me back. Remember, in the comments, like, subscribe. Peace.